So, hello and welcome to this first proper video on this YouTube channel. We are parked here at London Heathrow Terminal 2, and the plan for today is that we'll take this beautiful Lufthansa A320neo and fly it from London to Frankfurt. I can quickly show you the route that is planned. So we're currently here parked in London. We're flying offline, by the way, so ignore all the radios here. We'll fly here over Dover into Belgium, above Brussels, and then enter Germany. Fly straight ahead to Koblenz, then down over Mainz, and then loop around and land here in Frankfurt on runway 25 center, right here. Yeah, so that's basically all. Then let's start setting up the aircraft. So first, we'll turn on both batteries. And the external power. Then, switch perspective, there we go. We'll arm the emergency exit lights, turn on the crew oxygen supply, turn on no smoking signs, nav lights, strobe signs to auto, and let's align the ADIRs, set them to nav, turn up the brightness of the PFD and ND, as well as here the upper and lower display of the ECAM. There we go. Then we'll start refueling. Let me quickly check the flight plan for our planned fuel. There we go. So first we'll import our flight plan from Simworld. There we go. London Heathrow to Frankfurt. Our fuel for today will be 6,194 kilograms. There we go. 5 minutes of refueling or defueling. Then we'll start setting up the MCDU. Let's go down here. There we go. Press FMGC and do all the messages. Oops. There we go. Initialization. So we're flying from Echo Golf Lima Lima to Delta Delta Foxtrot. There we go. Turn. Flight number for today is Lufthansa 915. We'll align the IRS, align here on reference. There we go. Cost index today is 31. And we'll fly at a cruising altitude of 37,000 feet. So, 370. There we go. Next page, fuel weight. We'll insert it like this. Block fuel. What was it again? 6,194. So 6.194. There we go. Okay, then let's set up our flight plan. Let me pull that up here on my display. There we go. So we'll depart on runway 09 right and take the DET 1 Juliet departure. First waypoint is DET. Let's set that here. From there we will take the airway. We'll take the Lima 6 airway to DVR Delta Victor Romeo. Yes, that's the Dover VOR. From there we'll take the Uniform Lima airway. Uniform Lima 9 airway. Sorry, to Conan From Conan, we'll take the Uniform Lima 607 airway. Uniform Lima 607 to speed. There we go. From speed, the Tango 180 airway to Unoku. Cool. And from there, the star into Frankfurt. So, perfect. Then we'll wait for the IRS to align. Meanwhile, we can start boarding. Yep, that one is connected. Then we'll start boarding. I'm using packs for the boarding. There we go. London to Frankfurt, LH951. 37,000 feet. We've got 27 minutes left until departure, and we'll take the Lufthansa A320. Let's see. 172. We have 165 people on board. Okay, then we'll start boarding. We have got Wi-Fi, we have got boarding music. From the boarding, there we go. Can't serve meals, snacks and drinks. Safety briefing will leave as it is. And there we go. So, we'll check how far refueling is. Okay, we're done refueling, so then we can already turn on seatbelt signs. And then we will start programming our performance into the MCDU. Go to the performance page. We'll have a flaps 1 takeoff today. Flex temp of 56. Transition altitude. I'll have to look that up quickly. Look at the charts. Oops. No. There we go. 6,000 feet. 1,000. V1 will give the given here. VR will be 130 today. And V2 135. Quite low speeds actually. Alright, then we'll have to wait for boarding to complete. Alright, so we're now about halfway boarded. Then we'll start putting in our weather. For that we'll go to the MCDU menu, add to, AOC menu, and then get ourselves, AOC menu, and weather request. Get ourselves local QNH and winds.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bins. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Right, so there was PAX, flight attendant talking to the passengers. I've meanwhile put in our local QNH 10.29. Oh no, not decimal, Sorry, just 1029. Right, so I think that we have completed everything. I'll get back to you as soon as boarding is completed. Okay, so boarding is almost completed. Then we'll put in our cruising altitude already in here. Cruising at 37,000 feet today. There we go. Yeah, about to disagree with it. Okay, boarding's completed.
We're ready to go when you are.
Yep, thank you. So we'll start up our APU. And before I forget it, turn off the co-pilot, otherwise it will get annoying for us. I'll put this to 122.8, as we're not flying online. Good for habit. Right. Okay, so APU is starting up now. As you can hear. And then we're almost ready for pushback. So just noticed the APU bleed was on. Anyway, we'll turn that on. And turn off the external power. There we go. Right, then we can turn on the beacon lights. Seatbelt signs are already on. And then we'll remove the jetway. That was toolbar pushback. There we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 915 with service to Frankfurt. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 9 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and...
Okay, so we called in our pushback tug. And then have to pull up the Lanta here. For the taxi map. Not sure if I'm the only one, but the fly-by-wire A320neo had some issues with me recently that it started oscillating in the air, which was quite unpleasant, disengaging the autopilot and stuff, so let's hope on this short 1 hour flight that it won't happen to us. Okay, I'll set this ready to Tara, even though it's probably not the correct procedure, but anyway. And then we'll release the parking brake and reverse out of here. Start the timer or block time. There we go. Let's get out of London. Go to Germany. A little loading in of the scenery back there. Anyway, we'll start up engine number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendant.
Flight attendant will do a safety briefing and we'll get out here. As you can see where we are pushing back. Increase the speed a little bit.
And secure the elastic band behind your head.
Okay.
Tighten the straps if necessary and breathe
Put on
normally.
parking brake again.
Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to
forgot to turn on
In the event that the
fuel
pilot
pumps.
decides to
That's a
take
bit
us for a
awkward.
swim, a fashionable life vest is located in a pouch under
Yeah, there
your
we
seat
go.
or
Now
between
the
the
engine is
armrests.
starting
When
up
instructed to
properly.
do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest.
As you can
Flip
tell,
it over your
a little
head.
bit nervous.
Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation.
Okay,
Each vest
but I
is
shouldn't have
equipped with a
forgotten
whistle
anything
and
else.
light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors
Right, so engine
located
2
in
is
the
available.
laboratories
Let's start
is
up engine
prohibited
number
by
1
law.
and
All of
also
this information and more can be
check
found in
our
the face
flight
card
controls.
located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and letting a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you
Full
for flying
left.
with us again, and we hope
Check.
you enjoy your flight.
Full right. Check. Full up. Check. Full down. Check. And rudder full left. And rudder full right. So flight controls have been checked. We'll go back to fuel page. I'm going to do that. Let's wait for engine number 1 to start up. Turn on the predictive wind shear already to auto. Put the flaps into the 1 position. We'll wait for engine to be available. There we go. Put this back into normal and then turn on taxi lights. Turn off the APU and let's start rolling. So put in a little bit of power. Rest of the way we can roll on idle throttle.
Please note, the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
A little bit quick, but take a right here on Bravo, and then I'll taxi all the way to the end, and we'll see you back there as soon as we're lining up for takeoff. So, see you later. Okay, so we're coming up here at the end of the runway. Then we're about to line up. So, before takeoff checklist is almost completed. We'll just test the takeoff config.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
There we go. And then we'll hold short of 27 right. As soon as we come around here. Probably don't need the whole runway, but or most definitely don't need the whole runway, but anyway. We're lining up here at the very back. Alright, so hold short here. Turn on parking brake. Then I'll zoom out a little bit here. There we go. Oops. Like this. And then turn on the landing lights. Put this to takeoff. That is fine. We'll also... yeah. Okay. We're ready for takeoff. So we'll line up. Check quickly if nothing is coming. So we'll line up. Want to go for a rolling takeoff, but something just landed, so we'll see if the runway is free. Reach. Is it free? Not so sure. Yeah, we'll wait a little bit still for him to clear the runway. So that's fine. Big lag. Let's not wait on the car anymore. Okay, seems like he is vacated, so turn off the parking brake. And then let's get out of here. 50%. And flex. Right, a little bit of downward pressure. 80 knots. 100 watts neutral. And E1. Rotate E2. Direct route out of here. We'll bring it back to the climb descent. Let's turn on the autopilot. There's some spoilers. And we'll turn the flaps up. Lights ready. And then let's enjoy this departure out of London. Nice. Very beautiful. Frankfurt, we should almost be in the dark at least. Oh, maybe turn on the weather radar. Yeah, so we should almost be in the dark. We're flying into a sunset probably, so it will be quite nice to look at. So we reached 250 knots. Just flying above the clouds, and there you can see London, by the way, downtown London. Beautiful. Oops, wrong side. That's nice. Okay, so put this, set the parameters to standard. Altimeters, I mean, sorry. Actually, increase the brightness here. So, get above 10,000 feet, and then switch off all landing lights, switch off the seatbelt signs, and then enjoy a cruise going to Frankfurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated and do not congregate in the galley or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
Okay, so we're above 10,000 feet. Switch off landing lights. The rest can stay as it is. Switch off the seatbelt signs as well. And then you can see the routing.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you in case of unexpected circumstances.
Okay, so then I will you'll get some impressions of the cruise, and then we'll see each other again once we're close to Frankfurt, about to touch down. So, see you in a bit. Alright, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the pictures of the cruise. We're here currently at 16,000 feet above Frankfurt, about to descend into the clouds, so I'll take one last look at the sunset behind us before it's shrouded in the clouds. There we go. Very beautiful. Flight simulator in general is a very beautiful simulator. So, as I said, we're at 15,000 feet. We are currently 38 miles away from our target. And yeah, so we're descending down to 4,000 feet to catch the ILS, which I hope that I've set up correctly. If not, then we'll have to go visual, but I think I've set up everything correctly. Let's hope for the best. In general, I've done some mistakes in this video, but anyway, for the next video, I'll get myself more prepared and get myself some checklists or something. So, anyway, we're about to dive into the clouds here. Viewing a bit here on the ND. Our vertical speed a little bit, just to be sure. Got dark quite quickly actually, so in the cruise videos you will be able to see that it's still bright during cruise, and then it's actually quite dark. So I'll bring down the displays a little bit here. Otherwise it's not really possible to read them. Oops. Yeah, that's fine, of course. Okay, so we'll make our turn. In the past I have had some problems always to slow down the aircraft, so I'll try to do it a bit earlier this time. Which now it has put itself down to 250 knots, so I'll extend the flaps, help it a little bit, and I'll also turn on the wind lights. The clouds at least. I'll turn it on later again. Beautiful. Very nice. A little bit too fast for 10,000 feet. Decrease our vertical speed a little bit. Let's check the wildlife page. Yeah, should be fine. Okay. Let's see. Is this in line or what? Very good. I'll leave the gun lights off. Oh, turn on the landing lights, of course. For forget that. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what happened to PAX, it crashed on me while we were flying, so I have to do without it, but doesn't mean that we can bother the bread in this landing, so we'll do this. So, Frankfurt straight ahead. Turn on the flight director and the ILS again. And as always, we're too high. Typical for me. And then let's get down a bit quicker so that we can still catch the light slope. Let's see. I see that already. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, it seems actually quite alright, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so 3,000 feet. Just to be sure. Oops. Over the center rate. Okay, so can turn off the anti-ice again. Turn on localizer mode as well as the glide slope. This weather is to descend further. Will be coming in hot, as usual for me. Still need to learn how to slow down the aircraft properly. Speed the aircraft. Very close. Cutting it quite close here, but we extended flaps 1 already. By the way, I had these problems again with the oscillating aircraft, so that was really annoying. Alright, the altimeter, I have to set that again to, what is it? 10 decimal. See, that's 1024. There we go. And we're right on the localizer, so that's perfect actually. Let's just stay then at 4,000. Gonna beat our lights again. So we will catch the glide slope and localizer. Yes, we have. So we'll bring back the spoilers, extend flaps 2. And one of my more successful landings in the A320neo by flybywire. Beautiful aircraft, by the way. Block time is currently at 1 hour and 50 minutes almost. I forgot to turn on the chrono? Well, that timer thingy. But anyway, we'll continue. So, you're done. Let's look at that. Beautiful. Okay,
3,500.
Flaps 3. Auto brakes will put too low. Still coming in a little bit hot, but I think it will be fine. I love the night scenery of MSFS. It's really beautiful. Right, so 1,000 feet above ground, we'll disconnect autopilot and land this bird by hand. cabin, we'll check that. There we go.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Spoilers armed and flaps full. So let's slow down to the final approach speed. Take a quick peek out of the window. Oops, forgot to turn on off the lights. Where is it? Yeah, maybe it's off. Beautiful. Skyline of Frankfurt there. And we're almost at 1,000 feet, so we'll take over the puppy.
1,000.
1,000, autopilot off. Our controls. Right. Let's make it a successful first landing for this YouTube channel.
Five hundred. 400. 300. 200. 100. 100 above. 40. 30. 20. 10.
And
5.
smooth as butter. Right, let's hold center line, reversers, green, decel. Knots is already passed, 80 knots. 60 knots, reversers cut. And manual braking, let's vacate here. Oops, a little bit too slow there. Right, so need to zoom in into Volanta so that I can also see where we're going. And there we are, then let's vacate here. And let's slow her down a little bit. A bit more. This. So, turn off the landing lights, set the nose light to taxi, turn off strobe lights, and as soon as we go around the bend, I'll turn on the APU. Oh, but that was, I think, a quite successful first landing for this channel. Let's hope for many more to come. Alright. Break it down a little bit again. Then, start the APU up. Retract all flaps and spoilers down. Very nice. Right, so let's taxi to a gate. We will go straight ahead to November 6. Take a left there, go on to November, and then to November 5 and find a gate there. Also already turn on dim dome lights. That. Bit more helpful in the cockpit and the ground. On my own I haven't really done a lot of night flights, but looking at this I think I'll do more of it. Really beautiful. Alright, here's November 6th, so we'll take a left here. And then a right here onto November. And then we'll take a shallow left here to November 5. Hope at least that there's some gates free here. Oops. Yeah, not a lot, but some are free at least. Hope that I saw it correctly and that we don't have to park in another aircraft. Because I will not turn this bird around in this tight area. Oh, van here. Okay. 2 aircraft already parked in there, so let's not get up in there. But this gate is free, so we'll park here. Oops. Yeah. Braked a little bit too hard there. Turn off the taxi lights and the runway turn-off lights, not to blind everyone. Standing there. We'll have to park from the outside. And a little bit still. Just stop right here. So parking brake is set. Get it back in here. Turn on the APU bleed. Turn off the engines. And turn, oops, logbook of course. I'll continue this still. 1 hour and 7 minutes. And turn off the beacon lights. Seatbelt sights can be turned off already. And then we'll get the jetway connected up here. Very nice. If we had packs, then they could deboard now. Ground power is available, so we'll turn on that. Turn off the APU bleed, turn off the master switch, and turn off all the fuel pumps. And that's it for now. So people, if you enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing and giving the video a like. I think it was a quite successful first video for this channel, so I hope to see you on more flights in the future. Take care and goodbye.